Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that Earth is no longer your home, not because humanity abandoned it, but because Earth, worn and exhausted by centuries of strain, finally abandoned us. The oceans swallowed continents, the skies dimmed, and the magnetosphere faded, leaving the planet vulnerable to storms of cosmic radiation. You find yourself among the last witnesses of a dying world, carrying the bittersweet memory of a planet that once thrived with laughter, chaos, and hope. Tonight, we travel far from the ruins of our origin, billions of miles across the void, where the silence grows so complete that it feels ancient, almost sacred. In this darkness, one haunting question follows humanity's final footsteps. What happens to humans after the end of Earth? As you drift through space aboard the interstellar vessel Odyssey 9, one of the last ships forged by human hands, you feel the weight of both loss and possibility. The stars around you are cold and indifferent, yet they hold the promise of beginnings hidden within their distant light. You are headed toward a newborn star system, one whispered about in the final years of Earth's decline, a place scientists believed could cradle life once more. But the journey is not just a relocation, it is a reckoning. Every memory of Earth resurfaces, the scent of rain on soil, the hum of cities, the gentle rustle of trees that no longer stand. And yet, beneath the grief, something stirs, a quiet, trembling hope that life might bloom again. As you approach the uncharted system, you wonder if humanity deserves a second chance, if a species that pushed its home to the brink can truly begin anew. But you also sense that the universe is vast, mysterious, and perhaps more forgiving than we ever imagined. You look out the viewport and see a faint glow, your potential new sun, slowly rising against the canvas of endless night. It feels like the first breath after drowning, the first heartbeat after fear. And in that moment, suspended between a lost Earth and an uncertain future, you understand that humanity's story has not ended. It has simply shifted to a new chapter written across the stars. So breathe in. Let the silence settle around you. Let the past drift gently behind. Your journey, the journey of all who survived, begins now. Humanity didn't vanish overnight. Its collapse came slowly, painfully, like a candle that flickers for hours before finally surrendering to darkness. The rising oceans reclaimed continents that once held millions of lives, swallowing coastlines, cities, and memories without hesitation. The atmosphere thinned year by year, its protective layers weakening until the sky itself felt fragile, like glass trembling under pressure. The magnetosphere, Earth's invisible shield, decayed into scattered, inconsistent fragments, no longer capable of deflecting the sun's growing fury. Solar radiation increased steadily until scientists could no longer pretend the trend was reversible. The sun, our ancient nurturer, had become our greatest threat, expanding in unpredictable pulses, burning hotter, casting lethal waves of energy that Earth could no longer withstand. Researchers named this era the Terminal Century, a grim title for a time marked not by sudden catastrophe, but by the slow realization that humanity was witnessing the final chapters of its birthplace. Governments dissolved under the weight of resource collapse and mass migrations. Nations fragmented as borders became meaningless under rising seas. Global networks fractured, leaving humanity more isolated than it had been in centuries. Yet amid this dissolution, one coalition endured, the Interstellar Continuity Council, the last unified scientific and strategic alliance, created not to save Earth, because Earth could no longer be saved, but to ensure the survival of the species beyond the cradle that had raised it. Their final and most ambitious creation was Odyssey 9, the most advanced generational starship humanity had ever engineered, a vessel built not for months or years of travel, but for centuries. Its hull was forged from composite alloys designed to withstand cosmic radiation, micrometeoroids, and the silent violence of interstellar space. It contained rotating biodomes, cryogenic vaults, hydroponic ecosystems, and cultural archives carrying everything from Beethoven's symphonies to the genomes of extinct species. Odyssey 9 was not just a ship, it was a floating testament to everything humanity hoped to preserve. Living within its vast interior was Soline Arcturus, a young astrophysicist who had spent her childhood learning to read the language of stars the way others learned to read books. She grew up during the terminal century, witnessing the decay of Earth while studying the cosmos as if memorizing an escape route. Soline had been selected to be among the final humans to leave Earth, an honored but heartbreaking role. She carried the weight of billions of unspoken hopes, the dreams of those who would never see the new world she was traveling toward. Even at the end of the world, humanity remained charmingly human. Engineers aboard Odyssey 9 famously got into heated arguments about the appropriate temperature of cafeteria coffee, because apparently no amount of existential crisis could override the eternal struggle between lukewarm coffee drinkers and lava temperature enthusiasts. If humanity ever met aliens, Soline often joked, the first thing we'd ask is whether they used cup holders. Yet, humor aside, the day of the launch held a gravity that pulled at Soline's chest. As Odyssey 9 ascended through the thinning sky, she gazed through the viewport at a world that no longer appeared blue from orbit. It looked pale, worn, tired, like a guardian who had protected humanity for far too long and finally reached its limit. Just as the ship crossed Earth's exosphere, something extraordinary happened. The planet released what appeared to be a final aurora, a swirl of luminous color stretching across the upper atmosphere, shimmering like a cosmic farewell. It wasn't scientifically possible given the magnetosphere's weakness, and yet it happened. One last gesture of beauty from a world on the brink of death. Soline felt tears gather in her eyes as she whispered a question that carried the sorrow of an entire species. Did Earth ever know we loved it? She didn't have long to wonder. Moments after Odyssey 9 settled into interplanetary trajectory, its long-range sensors detected something strange, a signal, faint but structured, originating from far beyond the solar system. It didn't match any known communication format, and it certainly wasn't human. The ship's AI flagged it as anomalous, repeating the same phrase Soline would never forget. Extrastellar origin detected. The crew gathered silently in the command deck, the murmurs of fear and awe intertwining. Humanity had barely escaped the death of its own world, and already the universe was whispering to them. Was it a warning, a greeting, a trap, a coincidence? No one could answer. Soline felt a chill rise along her spine, not of fear alone, but of destiny. Their journey had just begun, and already the cosmos was calling. And whatever waited beyond the collapsing light of their home star, it had noticed them.
The voyage through interstellar space was unlike anything Soline had ever imagined. Far removed from the dramatic streaks of light and rushing stars portrayed in old science fiction films. Instead, there were no stars racing past the hull, no gleaming cosmic trails bending through the darkness. Only an immense, ancient silence that seemed older than Earth itself. A darkness so absolute it felt like drifting through the spaces between time rather than the spaces between galaxies. Yet within that infinite quiet, Odyssey 9 carried its singular mission with unwavering precision: to reach Kepler 452e, the potentially habitable world humanity had pinned its last collective hope upon. During the long months and years of travel, Celine immersed herself in the deep mechanics of the cosmos, studying cosmic dust patterns that whispered histories of exploded stars, analyzing subtle fluctuations in radiation flows, and tracing gravitational distortions that hinted at invisible masses shaping the contours of space-time. She learned to navigate not by landmark or constellation, those familiar markers were long behind her, but by pulsars, those rapidly spinning neutron stars whose rhythmic beams formed the universe's most reliable lighthouses, pulsing their signature songs across light years of void. But amidst this disciplined scientific routine, the ghostly signal detected during Odyssey 9's departure had not faded into memory. Instead, it returned, this time clearer, more deliberate, as if waiting for the ship to be far enough from the sun's interference to reveal its true shape. It was a repeating pulse, structured, mathematical, almost melodic in its precision. It wasn't alien speech or human language, it was something else entirely. Coordinates, pointing toward a region of space where no stars, no planets, no known structures existed. And in a moment of uneasy wonder, the crew confronted a question that sliced through the monotony of the voyage like a blade. Why would anything, human or alien, send a message from a place where nothing should exist? Odyssey 9 altered its course after a tense vote among the command team. Celine initially opposed the detour. Every deviation meant burning precious fuel and delaying their already precarious journey. But her resistance shattered the moment she identified something extraordinary hidden within the frequency patterns. The signal carried a faint decay signature identical to ancient Earth radio waves, the kind humanity broadcast in the 20th century. It was as though someone or something had studied humanity's earliest technological footsteps and was now calling back in a voice shaped from those echoes. That impossibility haunted her thoughts. And then, after weeks navigating the detour corridor, the darkness around them shifted, as if a curtain had been pulled aside. Space rippled with a distortion neither gravitational nor electromagnetic, something subtle yet unmistakably real. And from that distortion, a small object emerged, drifting alone in the void, weathered, metallic, battered by eons of radiation and dust, yet eerily familiar. Celine felt her breath catch. It was Voyager 1, the ancient probe Earth had launched in 1977, thought lost for centuries after passing beyond the heliopause. Yet here it was, thousands of light years from where it had any right to be, as if placed deliberately along Odyssey 9's path. But the strangeness did not end there. Voyager was transmitting a new message, one it had never been programmed to carry. With trembling hands, Celine activated the translation algorithm, and the first decoded line appeared on the ship's interface in stark, bright letters. "The Earth lives in you." The signal from the ancient Voyager probe didn't just contain words, it contained a map, a star map unlike anything recorded in human archives, one that spiraled outward across dimensions of space humanity had never explored, ending at a coordinate cluster entirely hidden from Earth's telescopes, shielded by layers of gravitational lensing so precise and so powerful that even the most advanced instruments of the terminal century could not have detected the region. It was as though the cosmos itself had tucked this star system behind a shimmering curtain, waiting for the right moment to reveal it. When Odyssey 9 finally emerged from the dark corridor, a region of warped space that defied conventional physics, the crew collectively inhaled as a faint golden star flickered into view against the endless black, its quiet radiance pulsing like the heartbeat of a newborn universe. They named it Solus Minor, the little sun, because even from that first distant glimpse, it felt strangely familiar, as if echoing the warmth Earth had once generously offered before its decline.
Orbiting this star was a pale teal planet streaked with drifting white storms and luminous shimmering oceans that reflected the golden light in delicate ribbons swirling like silk across the planetary surface. This world looked untouched, unmarred by artificial scars or ecological collapse, a world that seemed to be waiting patiently like a long-forgotten room in the universe prepared specifically for humanity's arrival. It appeared to be everything Earth once was and everything Earth could no longer be. But before the crew could embrace that hope fully, the twist arrived, the emotional cliffhanger that tightened every breath in Celine's chest. She discovered that Voyager 1, the small, heroic probe launched in 1977 to wander the edges of the solar system, could not have reached this region on its own. Its systems lacked the propulsion, trajectory, and shielding to survive a journey of this magnitude. Its presence here defied time, distance, and physics. It had been placed here deliberately, carefully, purposefully. But by who or what? Those questions echoed in Celine's thoughts as Odyssey 9 initiated atmospheric descent toward the teal world. The ship's hull hummed with controlled heat as the atmosphere wrapped around it, glowing faintly as they pierced through cloud layers streaked with blue and silver. And then, at that exact moment, as if timed to complete a cosmic sentence, the ancient Voyager probe transmitted its final message. The simple phrase appeared on Celine's screen, glowing white against the dark background. "You were never alone." The signal ceased instantly afterward, cutting to silence so complete that the ship felt suspended not just in space, but in meaning, as though everything that had come before was preparation for this single truth. The probe went silent forever, drifting peacefully in the void, carrying mysteries no longer accessible. But its final message lingered in the minds of the crew, haunting and comforting at the same time. What did it mean? Who sent the message? Did another civilization, older, wiser, more technologically advanced, find Voyager drifting at the edge of the cosmic sea, study it, and send it back with a guiding purpose? Did humanity, at the brink of extinction, receive a helping hand from beings born around stars far older than the sun? Or could it be something even stranger, something Celine hesitated to speak aloud, though the thought shimmered at the edge of her mind like a forbidden dream? Did the universe itself intervene? After all, stars birth worlds, worlds birth life, and life eventually reaches back toward the stars again. Perhaps the cosmos wasn't an indifferent void, but a parent, ancient, patient, guiding its children without them ever realizing they were being guided. Celine held on to that possibility as Odyssey 9 touched down upon the teal world's surface. The landing gear extended with a soft mechanical sigh, pressing into sand the color of pale moonstone. When the hatch opened, warm air brushed across her face, scented with mineral richness and something sweet, almost floral, carried by gentle winds that swept across the alien landscape. She stepped forward, her boots sinking into soft, untouched sand that glimmered faintly beneath the light of Solis Minor. Overhead, the star's golden hue painted the sky in shades of rose and violet, unlike any dawn she had seen on Earth. A warm breeze curled around her, whispering across her skin with a tenderness she had not felt since childhood. It was a sensation so delicate and so honest that it pulled tears to her eyes. For the first time since Earth had died, since continents drowned, forests burned, and the sky dimmed beyond healing, Celine felt something ancient stirring within her chest. Hope. Not the fragile hope born from desperation or denial, but a profound ancestral hope that reached back through the entire lineage of humanity, through the generations who once looked up at the stars and whispered dreams into the night. The crew disembarked slowly, reverently, as though stepping on sacred ground. In the distance, mountains rose in elegant arcs, their peaks glowing with a soft turquoise luminescence.
Rivers carved silver paths through the valleys, catching light in liquid ribbons. The air hummed so faintly that Celine first mistook it for her heartbeat, with a natural resonance as though the planet itself breathed. And then, as she marveled at the landscape, the final cliffhanger unfolded. Her wrist communicator blinked with a quiet chime. A new signal, soft but indistinguishably structured. She froze. It wasn't static. It wasn't random. It wasn't natural. It was a message. Slowly, cautiously, she opened the transmission. 2 words appeared on the display, glowing gently against the backdrop of the alien world. Welcome home. Celine's breath hitched. Her mind raced. This signal wasn't coming from space. It wasn't coming from orbit. It was coming from the surface of the planet itself, from somewhere nearby. The crew exchanged nervous glances. Questions piled atop one another in Celine's mind like tidal waves. Who sent the message? How long had they been here? Why did they know humans were arriving? And why call this place home? The mountains shimmered under the gentle light of Solis Minor, their luminescence pulsing like a heartbeat. The wind shifted, carrying a sound almost like distant singing. The story ends here, but the mystery, vast and ancient and alive, has only just begun.